Have you ever wondered if some of the science you grew up believing might actually be false? Think lightning won't hit the same spot twice? What about penguins staying loyal forever? And how many senses do we really have? 5 or 20? Stay tuned, because in this video, we'll reveal the shocking truth behind 7 science myths that most people don't even realize are wrong. Some of these might even make you question everything you thought you knew. Welcome to the channel, where we bring you the most surprising and mind-bending facts out there. Today, we're diving into 7 science myths that you've probably heard your entire life. But guess what? They're completely wrong. From lightning myths to misconceptions about the human body, these facts will open your eyes to the incredible reality around us. Make sure you stick around until the end. There's one myth that will leave you questioning everything. We upload new videos every odd day at 4:30 p.m., so you never miss out on the most fascinating facts. It's a common myth that lightning never strikes the same spot twice, but this couldn't be further from the truth. In fact, tall structures like skyscrapers and radio towers are frequent targets. Take the Empire State Building as an example. It's hit by lightning on average 25 times a year. Lightning is drawn to the highest and most conductive points in the area. The science behind this lies in the electrical potential difference between the charged particles in the atmosphere and the ground. Structures with metallic components and pointed tips increase the likelihood of strikes because they reduce the air's electrical resistance. In extreme cases, natural formations like trees can also be struck multiple times, especially if they're the tallest objects in an open field. Studies suggest that if you're caught in a thunderstorm, standing near tall objects or open fields dramatically increases the risk of a strike. So, next time there's lightning, remember, height and conductivity matter more than randomness. The romantic image of penguins as symbols of loyalty and eternal love isn't entirely accurate. While it's true that some penguin species, like emperor penguins, often return to the same partner during a single breeding season, this doesn't always happen in subsequent years. Research has found that Adelie penguins, for instance, frequently change mates between breeding seasons. Why do they switch partners? It's often about survival and reproductive success. If a partner doesn't return from migration or proves to be a poor parent, penguins are quick to move on. Males compete fiercely to attract mates, offering pebbles as gifts or showcasing their nests. Sometimes fights break out over partners, leading to surprising shifts in loyalty. These behaviors highlight how nature prioritizes adaptability over sentimentality. If you're ready to uncover some mind-blowing truths, hit that like button and let's get started. We're often taught that humans only have 5 senses: sight, hearing, touch, taste, and smell. However, modern neuroscience reveals there's a lot more to it. For example, proprioception, the sense of body position, allowing you to know where your limbs are without looking. Thermoception, the ability to sense temperature changes, both external and internal. Nociception, the perception of pain, which is essential for survival. Additional senses include balance via the vestibular system in your inner ear, hunger, thirst, and even time perception, although this one is still debated. Scientists classify these extra senses as part of the broader sensory system that helps us navigate our environment. Interestingly, losing some of these lesser-known senses, like proprioception, can drastically affect mobility and coordination. For years, people have been warned that cracking their knuckles will lead to arthritis. This myth likely started because of the sound, an unsettling pop that seems unnatural. But research, including a famous study by Dr. Donald Unger, who cracked the knuckles of one hand for 60 years, shows no connection between knuckle cracking and arthritis. The sound comes from bubbles of gas, mostly nitrogen, bursting in the synovial fluid that lubricates your joints. However, excessive cracking can sometimes irritate the surrounding ligaments or tendons, causing temporary discomfort. The myth may have originated from a misunderstanding of joint mechanics and fear of repetitive movements causing wear and tear. Are any of these myths surprising you? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Camels are often romanticized as desert ships, carrying water in their humps, but in reality their humps are reservoirs of fat, not water. These fat stores allow camels to survive for weeks without food. When metabolized, the fat can produce water as a byproduct through a process called fat oxidation. Here's the impressive part. Camels can lose up to 25% of their body weight in water without suffering serious health effects, a feat that would kill most mammals. Their red blood cells are uniquely oval-shaped, enabling them to flow more easily even when dehydrated. This, combined with their ability to drink 30 gallons of water in 13 minutes, makes them perfect desert survivors. The phrase "blind as a bat" couldn't be more misleading. Bats can see quite well, particularly at night. Their vision is adapted for low light, and many species can detect ultraviolet light, which helps them navigate and hunt. However, what makes bats extraordinary is their use of echolocation. By emitting high-pitched sounds and listening to the returning echoes, bats can construct a detailed image of their surroundings. This skill allows them to hunt insects in complete darkness with remarkable precision. Scientists studying echolocation have even found potential applications in robotics and navigation for the visually impaired. Enjoying these darker science facts? Make sure to subscribe so you never miss our fascinating uploads every odd day at 4:30 p.m. We think of Earth as a perfect sphere, but it's actually an oblate spheroid, slightly flattened at the poles and bulging at the equator due to its rotation. What's even more fascinating is that Earth's shape is constantly changing due to tectonic activity and glacial rebound. For instance, in Scandinavia, the land is still rising after being compressed by massive ice sheets during the Ice Age, a phenomenon called isostatic rebound. Moreover, human activities like dam construction and deforestation have redistributed Earth's mass, affecting its shape and even its gravitational field. These changes might be subtle, but they highlight how dynamic our planet really is. Science is all about questioning what we think we know and uncovering the truth hidden in plain sight. Today, we've shattered myths that have been passed down for generations, whether it's the lightning that defies odds, the penguins who aren't as loyal as we thought, or the surprising number of senses we have. These aren't just fun facts. They're a reminder that knowledge evolves and the world is far stranger and more fascinating than we often imagine. But here's the thing, we've only scratched the surface. There are countless other myths waiting to be debunked. If you found these truths eye-opening, you're going to love our next video, where we uncover even more shocking scientific revelations. So, what do you think? Were any of these myths a surprise to you? Stick around, because there's always more to learn, and your next mind-blowing discovery is just a click away.